and welcome to another episode of the Bert's Books podcast. Lovely Sally, how are you?
Hello.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yes, because we've had Esme.
Because I showed myself up with my Will Dean
You did.
podcast and you haven't asked me back since.
Oh, that did. Well, that, to be fair, as everyone's listening to that was only a couple of weeks ago.
Was,
that did make me laugh when I listened back to that.
It did make me laugh as well, actually.
Well, so since we've last seen you, we have actually had a visit from
We
Will,
have.
And you didn't lick him.
I didn't lick him, but I'd like to put it out there. I did get a little kiss from him.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I didn't.
No, well, why would you?
Well, have we met?
That's true. No, it's just a little air kiss. So it was very nice. And
That's
a nice
sweet.
hug.
Yeah, he is a lovely guy.
Yeah, he is.
We had him with Harriet.
Yes.
Yeah. Which everyone knows because we've talked about it.
You have
before.
talked about this, yeah.
So we shan't talk about it
No,
anymore.
we're doing it today.
What have you been up to?
I've been taking it really quietly, actually, because that was a busy couple of weeks with the events.
Wasn't it just?
And bits of extra work and what have you. So this week I've just been a bit more chilled, a bit more quiet time, a bit more reading. I actually read Will Dean's book Adrift.
Yes, what did you think?
Read that yesterday afternoon. I thought it was absolutely amazing.
Good, wasn't it?
Yeah, best yet. Best yet.
Yes, and I said that.
Yeah, I devoured it.
I think more people need to buy it. So, I mean, the trouble is, it's £22. It is quite expensive.
It is quite expensive, but I
think it's worth it.
I think it's worth every penny.
But equally, if you're a bit sort of umming and ahhing over Will, but when it comes out in paperback, definitely buy it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Yes, it is so good.
Now, you're in next week. You're working.
I am. Yes.
Because Michael's on holiday.
Again.
I
know.
But to celebrate Michael's, it's actually Michael's birthday. Well, it was yesterday.
Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Michael.
We've put up in the window the Mr. Men meets Agatha Christie sort of little library sort of clings, I guess.
Yeah, that'll do.
But that was exciting to put up.
It looks lovely.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And actually, as soon as we put it up, the sun has come out.
Yeah.
So
it's all there, isn't it?
It's all there.
All works.
So yeah, Michael hasn't actually seen it yet.
No, he hasn't. He unwrapped it. He unpacked it.
He unwrapped it, and I told him to leave it alone.
Yes,
so it's his two favourites: Mr. Men, Little Miss, and obviously Agatha Christie.
Absolutely.
So do pop down and have a look at those.
Yeah,
they're available to order on the website. Michael's read them already.
Of course he has.
Loved them.
Of course he has.
We have also. I normally do this at the end, but I'm going to do it at the beginning.
Yeah, do it at the beginning. This is quite exciting.
We've got a little parcel come through.
We got a little parcel come through late on Saturday. I'd actually locked the shop up.
Yes.
And I went out the back, put the rubbish out, do my little routine, and there's a postman frantically banging on a window, waving a parcel at me. So yes, I took the parcel in on Saturday night, didn't open it until Sunday morning, and then left it for Bert to have a look at.
I'm going to read the whole thing.
Read the whole thing, go for it.
2 Bert's books. It seems like an age ago now. I was in a bookstore in Nottingham and I bought myself a copy of Nemesis by Agatha Christie. Mm-hmm. I think it's the last Poirot.
Okay.
And I thought it would be a really great idea if I could collect all the books by Agatha Christie. I had no idea how to even begin to plan how to achieve that ambition. Thank you so much for coming up with the Agatha Christie subscription a few months later and solving that dilemma for me. It is the best treat I've ever bought for myself. I've enjoyed opening every parcel. I don't know what that word is. There were some Agatha's inside wrapped up in pretty ribbon.
Always.
I'm going to miss it getting anyway every month. Thank you. Lots of love, Catherine. So Catherine was one of the first people to sign up to the Agatha Christie subscription. And I would say it happened back in beginning of 22.
Wow, long time.
Maybe. Yeah, may have been before then.
She's got a good collection. I'm picturing her shelf. I bet that looks amazing.
Yeah, really good.
Really good card as well.
And it's a lovely card.
The front of the
so
card.
on the card it says "Keep calm and read Agatha."
Great card.
And then even better.
Yes, it gets better.
In the parcel, there's 2 packets of chocolate digestives.
Our favourites.
And a packet of Jaffa cakes.
Even better.
Even better. So Michael's been munching on the Jaffa cakes all week.
Well, I hope he saved me some.
There are some left.
Okay.
So we'll have some of those later.
Lovely.
And I'm just putting that out there. Anyone else who has subscribed
hasn't come to the end
and would like to send us some biscuits, gratefully received. But no, thank you very much to
It was
Catherine.
lovely.
That was a really nice thing.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
No,
but,
no, not at all.
That was lovely.
It was lovely. Appreciate it.
If you would like to sign up to the Agatha Christie subscription, you can do so by visiting the Bert's Books website, bertsbooks.co.uk. Now, we're going to talk about some books.
I think we should.
What are you talking about?
I am going to talk about a book called Ordinary Time by Cathy Rentzenbrink.
I am going to talk about some absolute filth.
Oh, here we go.
Game Changer by Rachel Reid.
yes.
Finished it this morning.
Did you?
I'll tell you more about it on the other side of this music. Buckle in. Now, I was going to talk about this one, not today.
Okay.
So it's Game Changer by Rachel Reid. Because I hadn't finished it, so I couldn't talk about it.
No, you couldn't.
But then I thought, well, I'll just talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But I am doing the podcast next week with the lovely Keith.
Oh, lovely Keith.
Methodist minister.
Yeah.
I think he's in St Albans now.
I think he is.
Might have made that
That's
up.
fine.
But we're going to do a Zoom podcast.
Lovely.
But I thought, I can't quite bring myself to talk to Keith about this book.
No, okay.
So, for those that don't know, Game Changer is the first book in the Game Changers series by Rachel Reid. And the second book is a book called Heated Rivalry, which is what has inspired the TV series that is doing incredibly well.
Yeah.
I think it's on Sky. And it's about hockey players that fall in love and have lots of very hot sex.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this book...
You're almost blushing.
I am. I mean, let me read you the blurb.
Oh, can I stand it? I'm getting
don't
warm
know.
myself over here.
New York Admirals captain Scott Hunter takes his pre-game rituals very seriously. When a particular smoothie precedes Scott's breaking his on-ice slump, that's difficult to say,
That is.
he's desperate to recreate the magic and to get to know the sexy, funny guy behind the counter. Kip Grady knew there was more to Scott's frequent visits than blended fruit, there's a phrase.
Oh, there we go.
But he never let himself imagine being invited back to Scott's penthouse. Or kissed with reckless abandon.
Reckless
And
abandon.
more. What goes on between them is hot, incredible, and frequent. But also only on Scott's terms, and always behind his closed apartment doors. Scott needs Kip in his life, but with playoff season approaching, the spotlight on him is suddenly brighter than ever. He can't afford to do anything that might derail his career or the public's image of what a hockey captain should be. Kip is ready to go all in with Scott, but how much longer will he have to remain a secret? So, these are books that people would call spicy.
Okay.
Not my normal sort of book to read, but it was doing incredibly well on the TV, and I thought I want to read the book before I watch the TV show. We're also doing it as part of our LGBT book club this month, or the next one. So, and also I had heard that in the TV series, the third episode, which features Kip and Scott, is one of the better episodes.
Right, okay.
And so I thought, well, I definitely then want to read the first book, which features them before I watch it.
Yeah.
So I probably won't read the second book.
Okay.
But I will now watch the TV
Right,
show.
okay.
And then maybe I will read the books. I don't know.
Okay.
This starts with Kip, and
I'm getting nervous. I'll just put that out there, listener.
I'm nervous because I don't quite know what I'm going to say.
That's why I'm nervous.
This starts in a place called Straw and Berry. So it's Straw and Berry.
Straw and Berry.
Yeah.
Is that a shop? Is
Yes.
Is that the smoothie shop?
That's the smoothie shop.
Right, okay.
And Kip is...
What a poor name. Straw and Berry.
I know.
Rubbish.
I mean, they even mentioned that because Scott later calls it Straw plus Berry because it's stylized with a plus sign. And he's like, no, it's actually Straw and Berry. It's poorly thought out.
Yes.
So Kip is there. He's working with his friend Maria, I think her name was, and he's just fed up.
Okay.
He doesn't. He's glad he's working with Maria on shift because she's the fun one.
Right.
But he's tired,
Yeah.
and I think he's hungover.
Okay.
And this is kind of like he's 24.
Okay.
And he's sort of like, I don't really know what to do with my life. He's got a history degree.
Oh well, there we are.
He's a very clever man.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of like life is feeling a little bit of a.
Yes,
It's just become a bit flat.
Yeah,
He goes out and has drunk and gets drunk with
Yeah.
his mates, and you know he hooks up with different guys and he
Yeah,
has fun and
yeah.
what have you. But he lives at home with his parents and he works as a whatever the smoothie equivalent of a barista is.
Yeah.
A smurista.
Smurista will do it, I think.
Fruitista. A fruitista. And yeah, he's just like, and then. He wakes up.
He's in a rut.
He kind of ends up falling asleep in this smoothie shop because he
okay.
kind of sort of leans against the counter, and then suddenly he's awake because there's somebody coming in, and it's this gorgeous man, absolutely heavenly, like just drop everything.
Yeah.
And
quite literally.
literally.
There we go. It
started. And he's like, oh. You're flirting with me a little bit, or I can't, not sure, and he's just like, and sends him on his way, and then he works out it's Scott Hunter, who is this hockey player for the Admirals.
Oh right.
And
so is that like a local team or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know much about it.
No, it's in New York.
Right. Okay.
So I don't. It's the Admirals.
Right.
There you go.
That's Swindon Wildcats.
Yeah, sure. There's no, to be honest, you don't really need to know very much about hockey.
Okay. Or ice.
Or ice. So he realises it's this sort of famous hockey player, and he kind of is aware of hockey. He doesn't really watch it, but he knows of it. His dad watches it and stuff. And that night at the match, Scott scores a couple of goals and they win.
Yay!
And he's like the MVP of the team, most valued player of the team. But he's been in a bit of a slump recently, and people are talking about getting rid of him and all of this. You know, he's getting on a bit.
I was going to say, what age is he?
He's 26.
Oh,
yeah,
positively ancient.
Yeah. So he suddenly says, "Oh, that's the guy that I served earlier." And Maria, who works with him, I think she spotted him and goes, "Oh, yeah, of course," you know. And then he comes back in the next day,
right,
to get another blueberry smoothie. And there's a bit more flirtage. And by this point, he's realised who he is and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, so he makes a point of. I think he maybe comes in again or something. I don't know. But he makes a point of saying to him, like they're talking. Oh, Scott lingers. He's like, "Oh, do you mind if I sit and drink this?" And I'm just like, he makes an excuse to stay.
Right.
And Kip, I think maybe he's reading a magazine or a paper or something, and then some guy is in the picture, and so Kip sort of looks over and goes, "Oh yeah, he's hot."
Right.
Like he's just like making sure you know.
Yes. Yeah. Here you go. Here's a hint.
Yeah. Here's a big heavy hint. Clang.
Yeah.
And Scott sort of it's like doesn't really know what to say and starts packing up his stuff and he's going to leave. So Kip's like, "Oh, I've scared him off."
Just blown that. Yeah.
And then as he goes, Scott goes, "Do you want tickets to the game tonight?" Because he's told him as well, like, I'm doing this because of my ritual. I need to
okay.
Because that got me out of the slump, so I need to have a blueberry smoothie on the day of every game.
Okay.
And so as you're helping, you know, do you want to come to the game tonight? So they've been and so he's like, sure. So he brings along his friend Eleanor, and they go and watch the game, and they're in amazing seats.
Yeah.
They can see the
Rink.
Rink.
Sure. I don't know.
Sure, whatever. They can see everything.
Yeah.
Which is what you need.
Both goals.
Yes, and the middle.
The middle bit.
And so as at one point Scott skates past and he just sort of nods to them, and Kip immediately like turns and looks. Who's he nodding to?
Yeah.
And Eleanor's like, he's nodding to you.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure? And then they meet up purely by accident because Kip is being a waiter at an event.
Okay.
Whizzing around with the canapes.
Yes, as you do.
As he does. He's in his like sort of suit and stuff. Yeah. And there is Scott attending the event. And they kind of sort of make eye contact a couple of times through the night, and then they go, "Oh, one of them makes a comment about the canapes.
Yeah.
Says, "Oh, these aren't very good." And Kip says, "Well, I don't get to eat them."
No.
And Scott's like, "Well, I haven't really eaten any of them. Shall we go and get a burger?" So they go off and get a burger. They're sitting in the burger joint and they realise, like, after bite one, basically Scott says, "Yeah, I'm gay." So they put the burger down and they race back to Scott's house.
A waste of a burger.
And
take it with you.
And they have sex.
Excellent.
And you see every single detail.
It's graphic.
It is very graphic.
Okay.
There are fingers going places, and you know exactly how many at any one time.
Right. Okay.
You know who is kissing what.
Yes. Nothing left to the imagination.
Nothing left to the imagination. Like if in something like a Patrick Gale.
Yes.
I'm just going to throw that. Sex is had.
Yes.
And in those situations, I would say there's like low soft lighting. In terms of what you know about these scenes, soft lighting. There's sort of things might fade to black.
Yeah.
This is like harsh fluorescent strip lights.
Okay.
There is no fading to black. This is the main event.
Hiding nothing.
Hiding nothing. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed it, but also I didn't enjoy it.
Right. Okay.
Like, I didn't need.
I was going to say, was it too much?
Yeah.
Less is more.
Less is more for me at least. And I just felt like. Every sort of 30 odd pages or so, they were having sex again, and you were getting graphic descriptions of it again. And also, it felt like there wasn't really anything going on plot-wise.
Right.
It was just, and like everything was going really well, and they're both falling in love, and they've been together a month, and Kip's practically moved in, and they're saying "I love you," and they're ringing each other. I mean, they're lesbians, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, and I say that with full permission of my best friend Julianne, who has confirmed that they are basically lesbians.
Right. Okay.
But yes, it's all just too perfect.
Yeah. But it isn't though, because you said at the beginning, Kip has to remain a secret.
So there is this, but it takes a while to get to this point.
Right.
So we're 200 pages in.
Wow.
We've had a lot of sex. We're all a bit dehydrated, frankly.
Yeah.
And Scott's been away and played games, and because he's sort of in Boston and wherever, and so he goes away for a couple of days at a time, and then he comes back, and Kip sort of starts to. We're back. Yay. It's my birthday tonight. I'm going out with my friends. Do you want to come? No.
Right. Okay.
And so they end up he starts to go, this isn't quite as good as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a bit like your dirty little secret. And especially as at one point Scott gives him a birthday present, which is a cheque for £50,000 to pay off his student loans. And then that just, there's a power imbalance. And Kip has said it a few times, because Scott's got so much money.
Yeah.
But Kip is living with his parents, he's got a student loan, and he's working in a smoothie shop. But he's happy doing that.
Yeah. That's normal. That's normal.
And that's what he says. Yeah. This is normal. But Scott's thing is, I've just got so much money.
Yeah.
That it's just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And you have brought so much to my life. He's not doing it for a power trip.
No.
Okay. But he's just read the room completely wrong.
Yeah.
And it then becomes about, are you going to come out or not?
Right. Okay.
And I mean, maybe Kip goes about it in slightly the wrong way, because he gets a bit sulky and he sort of withdraws a bit because he's sort of... But it's because he's trying to work out...
Is that a set in the now, is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, yeah.
So it's not back in the 50s or 60s?
No, it's contemporary. I would imagine it's probably pre-COVID.
Right,
but,
okay.
It's... But, it's like... So Kip slightly goes... Like, if you were Kip's friend, you'd be like, well, just talk to him. Say to him, look, I'm really enjoying spending time with you. What's our future? Are you going to come out? Do you have a plan?
Yeah.
Because at the moment, they went to a museum and they looked around it, and then there was a photo ended up online, and it was mostly a photo of Scott. Nobody was saying, oh, he's gay, you know, but equally, Scott sort of was like, panicked and stuff, and
making it all a bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, and he just... I think if he wasn't pushed, he would keep Kip.
Yes.
Whereas Kip's friend, so Maria's leaving the smoothie shop. He's applied for a job at a museum that he didn't get because he's not qualified enough.
Right.
His other friend Eleanor is moving to the other side of the country.
Right.
He's not seeing his parents, but also hasn't told his parents about Scott because Scott doesn't want people to know. And so...
But he's come out to his parents.
Yeah. No issue there.
Right, no.
And he's just feeling like, oh my God, this is now all I am. I'm just going to be trapped in this penthouse, waiting forever for Scott.
Yeah.
So they have a bit of a Barney.
Yeah.
And then that's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So stuff does happen eventually. Like, it takes a long time to get there, but in the meantime, whilst they're taking off, a lot of sex.
Right.
And like I say, I don't even know if it's hot.
Okay.
Right. So they talk about what's happening. Like, Scott does this, Kit does that. Kit licks Scott's nipple and things, and all of that stuff.
So going through
this checklist.
Checklist, yeah.
Almost like this is what is happening. But there's no description as such.
Right.
I do not know if Scott has a hairy chest.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he shaves his pubic hair.
Okay.
Like, none of that is described. I'm not saying I need to know.
No.
But when you go into so much detail...
Yes, yeah, you would expect...
I want more description.
Yeah.
Like, instead of telling me what he's doing to you, tell me how you are feeling because he's doing that to you.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel a chill go up your spine and all of that? They talk about each other's penises.
Right.
But only to say, it's big. Like, okay... That's not the only characteristic a penis can have.
No. It sounds like, and I am not an expert. It sounds like.
Hello.
It sounds like it's titivation, if you like, and the reader yourself has got sex fatigue.
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Oh,
now,
here we go again. They're at it again.
I mean, I don't want to delve too much into my personal
life.
No,
you don't.
But there are people in this world who are more driven by sex than I. And for me, it was like, oh, do you know, that first time was nice.
Yeah.
Let's turn the page and get on with the story now.
Yeah.
Like, and it just was constant. And I just think, like, if you're gonna do it constantly, give me something new each time.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't feel like I got it. So I'm not in a rush to read the rest of these books.
Now, as a female person talking to yourself, and the author is, I'm assuming, female.
She is female.
It's not a pseudonym. How has she written the gay sex scenes? Are they... I mean, we've just said they were repetitive and just matter of fact. Would a gay man have written the gay sex scenes more erotically?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily down to gender or sexuality that caused this. I think this is very much I think this is a type of book.
Okay.
I think this is how other books are, and that are heterosexual or feature lesbians or whatever. Yeah. The thing is, Rachel Reid has never experienced either one of those things.
Right.
Because she is not a gay man.
No.
So whether she's talking about things from maybe she's watched a video, like.
Well, yeah.
So that's why she can't talk about how it feels.
No, because she doesn't know how it feels.
No.
Well, then don't talk about it.
But I haven't got an issue with it.
Just do it.
But like, you've got an imagination.
Yeah.
Like, there are plenty of things I can imagine what it feels, or I can talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And say, well, when he does that to you, how does it feel?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not saying she shouldn't have written this.
No.
I'm just saying that I would have liked a bit more, less part A and part B.
Yes. Yeah.
Explosion C.
Yeah.
Yes. I would have liked a little bit more of, so Scott is inexperienced.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't hook up with lots of guys, not in the same way that Kit has. But then all that we get about that is, he was really good despite being inexperienced.
Oh, right,
So,
okay.
but why are we not getting a bit more of Scott's mental? Or
yeah.
I've never done that before with a guy. Or
Yeah.
I mean, there is a really interesting thing. Is Scott is this kind of big hulking,
he will be a
hockey player, and Kip goes like they talk about what they're going to do to each other, and when they get back, like the first night, and Scott says, "I want you to beat me," and Kip was like, "Oh, I thought you'd be the top." So like there is a nice sort of play on expectations a little bit, but they both just do it all. Which happens. That's fine. It was fine. Late 3.5, 4 out of 5 for me.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to talking about it at book club and seeing what other people got from it.
Yes, yeah.
But for me, it was too much.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And maybe I'll read the second one, but it'll be long.
I think from what I can gather, I think it's going to be the series is going to be mainly the sex. And lots of it.
Yeah, it's just
and then
about
we'll
lots of sex.
build a story-ish line around it. But it's going to be very
so
formulaic.
So if you want sex and you want filth and you want spice, this is the book for you.
That's the book for you.
If you're looking for a nice love story, I would say it's not this one. I mean, the idea is there, but the execution I don't think is quite there. There's a lot of Kip then licked Scott's chest, and Scott said this to Kip, and Kip did, and so it's like every other word. Every other word is one of their names, so you know exactly who's doing what because it's third person. It's not he came over to me and so if you were to read it aloud, I'd be quite interested to listen to the audio, but it can come across quite clunky.
Yes,
because you don't say somebody's name that many times, so it's just difficult. And I think again, it's a tricky thing when it's a male-male relationship. Because instead of saying Kip licked Scott's nipple, you'd say Kip licked her nipple. So you would sort of flip names for pronouns.
Yes.
Whereas if you said Kip licked his nipple, well, hang on, did Kip lick his own nipple?
Yeah.
That's quite a trick.
Yeah, that is a trick.
So I understand why it was written in the way it was written. But I think there are smoother ways, more poetic ways to have written this. So I think for me could do better. Is my
so let's say they took out a big wedge of the sex has been taken out. Have you got a decent storyline?
Not really. There's a very sort of predictable rom-com kind of storyline. But it's not very well developed, I would say.
So this isn't serious highbrow literature.
Well, no, but I wasn't expecting it to be.
No.
But I think the sex is a lot of distracting and flashy lights away from what is not a terribly well written book. I would say.
Okay.
But it was her first one, and I think
it's proven very popular.
The
whole series is.
And I don't know for sure, but I feel like they might have been self-published and then taken on by publishers.
Okay.
So whether or not they get better as they go along, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if anyone's read them and see what they say. The one thing I take out of it though, they play a lot of hockey. So like Swindon, when they go and play football, they'll have a match this weekend. They might not have a match next weekend. No. They play like 40 matches a year, something like that.
Yeah.
They're playing Boston tonight. Mm-hmm. They're going to play Boston again tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then next week they're going to Boston. They're going to play them 2 nights running.
Right.
And it's just like, well, hang on. Like, how many matches are you playing? Like, they're really getting their money's worth out of these players.
They are, aren't they?
They haven't. How they've got time for sex?
They've got the energy.
Anyway, we've talked about this for 20 odd minutes.
Yes, we have.
There was a lot to say. But you can buy the entire Game Changer series right now at birdsbooks.co.uk. It's time for my favourite part of the week, and it is, of course, the bestseller charts. This is where we look at what is selling across the country using Nielsen Bookscan's total consumer market, but we also look and see what is selling at Bert's Books using the pillar of popularity. We're going to start with the nationwide top 10, and a note, as always at this time of year, that we do exclude the World Book Day books from this list. They would otherwise be dominating the entirety of that top 10. But we're going to start at number 10, and this week's number 10 is down 5 places from last week. It's Rachel Reid's Heated Rivalry. It's a new entry, in fact, a re-entry, I think, at number 9. It's Direbound by Sable Sorensen. I think possibly one of those subscription boxes has acquired that one because it's a romantasy title that has suddenly shot up after being published back in August. Number 8, it's new to the top 10. It's Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Number 7, down 3 places. It's Freida McFadden's The Housemaid. And at number 6, down 4, Lisa Jules' Don't Let Him In. Number 5, last week's number 1, Freida McFadden's Dear Debbie. And number 4, it's another one of those romantasy titles. This is Kate Golden's Half City. At number 3, Local Girl Missing by Claire Douglas. And that's no move for that one. And number 2, a new entry for Nancy Birtwhistle's Clean Magic. And at number 1, it is Rachel Griffin's Sun and the Star Maker. Again, another one of those subscription boxes. So, if it hadn't been for the World Book Day books, and it hadn't been for the subscription boxes, Nancy Birtwhistle, of all people, would be celebrating first place. Let's take a look at the pillar of popularity now. There are 5 books on here. 4 of them were there last week. The first one of which is Bunny vs. Monkey, Intergalactic Monkey Business by Jamie Smart. The new one onto the pillar, it's been there before though, it's Maggie O'Farrell's Hamnet. Blood Orange by Harriet Tice. Sales of that one have actually gone up this week and it is at number 3. Jenny Godfrey's The Barbecue at number 9 sticks around for a 3rd week and is at number 2. And for a 2nd week at number 1, it's Harriet Tice's Witch Trial. Will it still be there next week? There is only one way to find out, and that is by listening to the Burst Books podcast. So are there any sex scenes in this one?
There are the sex scenes that you don't hear about.
Okay. Oh,
They happen.
Okay, tell me more.
Let me read you the blurb. This is quite the opposite of what you've just spoken about. This is Ordinary Time by Cathy Rentzenbrink. Anne is a reluctant vicar's wife. She tries her best, but her husband only has eyes for God. Her son is asking questions she can't answer, and it's all too easy to displease the congregation. When her brother needs her help, Anne travels from Cornwall up to London. There she meets Jamie, and a new world unexpectedly opens up. Anne knows what the older women of the parish would say. She's made her bed, and now she has to lie in it. But once she has been led into temptation, it becomes impossible to resist. This sounds exactly like the book I wouldn't read.
Yeah, okay.
But it was just, I think, I may be proven wrong, I think Rev Rach bought it a few weeks ago, I'm not sure. It was just, so it starts off, we meet Anne, she's just had her 30th birthday.
Gotcha.
She's had some rubbish relationships with some rubbish men who've treated her rubbish.
And we all.
Mm-hmm. And she's thinking, well, I'm 30, it's all, life is...
downhill from here.
Yeah.
Pretty much over.
Totally not. She's a librarian. They have, in the local, it's not a school library.
I'm feeling this.
No. She holds book clubs.
She's alone forever.
She's alone. She dies sad and lonely.
Don't seem so happy about it.
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
So she's doing these book clubs, and one of her friends who she works with in the library keeps saying about the hot, sexy vicar coming in.
Right.
And it's Father Tim who is the hot, sexy vicar, and apparently he is a very good-looking man. And they get chatting, and one thing leads to another, and it's all very, very pleasant and very nice. And he's a nice man, and he listens to what she's saying, and he seems interested in her. And in a very short space of time, he asks her to marry him, and she does. And this is the first time her brother...
When is this set?
This is set now.
Okay. Because that was the way of things.
Yes.
People did just get married.
Yeah.
After a couple of dates.
Yeah. She's just like fed up with. She thinks he's a good man, and he is a good man. He's he genuinely is. Her brother comes in for the wedding, and he meets him and thinks, he's a bit boring, but you know, she seems happy. But then he meets her best friend Sarah and falls in love with her.
Ah.
So her brother marries Sarah. So they're in London. Initially, Anne and Tim are living in Newcastle. Now, the funny thing about this book is she's so invisible we don't actually know her name until about page 30. If you don't read the blurb, you don't know her name.
Oh, I see.
She's had her mother was horrible to her. Stephen is younger than her and he was definitely the favourite child. She says herself, her mum couldn't even be bothered with her name. She just called me Anne without an E, and I didn't get a middle name, whereas Stephen with a PH and has got a middle name as well. And she's quite bitter about that, but she thinks the world of her brother. She loves him desperately.
So she's not holding any grudge to him?
No, not at all, no. And she's chuffed to bits that him and Sarah are so happy and they've had 2 little girls and what have you. She's then gone on and had her son Sam. She has...
You've got a son named Sam?
I have got a son named Sam. He's not 10 years old though, as this Sam is. Okay. But he was.
Yes, probably.
So they get the chance to move into a vicarage in Cornwall because Father Robert is retiring from this vicarage in Cornwall and hands it over. He wants someone he knows, and he's been on a retreat with Tim and wants Tim to take it over. And so they move from Newcastle to Cornwall. That sounds lovely. The scenery is gorgeous. All the descriptions are just, you're there. It's really evocative. And they see this, as they're driving down, they see this vicarage come into view and the sun's hitting these gorgeous bricks and they're like, oh, this is gorgeous. And Tim goes, no, that's not the one. That's the original vicarage. They built an old, there's another one that we're having. He said that's not used anymore. And they get to theirs and it's damp and dank. And Father Robert hasn't moved any of his stuff out, and he lets the parishioners just dump all the stuff for jumble sales in the dining room, and it smells funny, and it's just not very pleasant. And Tim's not that bothered because he's too busy with his parishioners.
Yeah.
And over time, Anne gets more and more let down by him because he is working for his God and he is looking after his parishioners, and his parishioners are mostly little old ladies. And there's Barbara and her husband Ken. He's a martyr to his fungal infection.
Well,
and it's just all this stuff is going on. It's just hilarious. But Anne is just getting forgotten about, and Tim, she's becoming invisible to him.
So that sounds like what was happening with Kip and Scott in Game Changer.
Yeah.
But with more depth.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. That's like that. The whole my job is so important. I need to do this, and you are secondary to that. Even though I love you very much.
Yeah, very much secondary. And he's not that connected to his son. And these old ladies sort of take the boy Sam to help out on their allotments and to do some fruit picking and what have you. And he starts talking like he's an old person as well. So his mum goes to visit Stephen in London and she phones home and she talks to Sam and he gives her the rundown of the events of the parish, and it's like talking to a little middle-aged old man rather than a 10-year-old boy, and she's getting a bit concerned about this. So, but it's lovely, and all these villagers, you get to know all their funny little ways. But Tim is just pushing her out. And it's while she's at her brother's, he's had some mental health problems and she's had to go down and help him out. And of course Sarah's her best friend anyway, so she's very happy, very well off. Her brother's very well off. And she goes down and they have all these friends round for like a dinner party, if you will. And that's where she meets Jamie. Jamie is ex-military, is now a security consultant for, now hold on, I had to write this down, for high net worths. That's 3 words, high-net-worths. So for extremely rich people.
Uh-oh.
And they get chatting and they get liking each other, and it turns out he comes from this big village in Cornwall that she is. Yeah. And his aunt and uncle live on the farm down the road from where...
Not Ken with the fungal.
Not Ken with the fungal, no. So...
Ken doesn't need that sort of drama
honestly,
in his life.
they're under so much pressure. He's just, housebound. He's housebound. And then there's another old lady in the village who will say she's dying and she needs the vicar now. She's as fit as a fake. But he'll just drop everything and go. And then, so she's at home one day back in Cornwall, knock at the door, and there is Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
Yes, and then he's like, oh, okay. Vicarage is a bit... they get damp. Cornish houses get damp, he's saying to her. So in your pantry, pull everything away from don't have anything against the wall, pull it all forward, get a... What are those things that take water out of the air? Dehumidifier. But that's spending money, and Tim's not going to spend money. Even if someone gives Sam a present, which is deemed by Tim to be a bit too worthy,
Lego.
He has to give it to someone else. He's not allowed. He has to be quite, I think the word's pious. I'm sure that's not the case of all vicars, but he does want everything's tamped down to a very poor level. She cuts her hair, and she cuts the boys' hair, and clothes are all, make do and mend and what have you. So he does get a bit of teasing at school, and it's a bit sad in that respect. And then when her brother comes down to visit for the summer with his family, and he walks into the vicarage, he's like horrified. What are you doing living here? This is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's filthy. And what's happened to you? Where have you gone?
Where's my sister?
Yeah. So she does meet up with Jamie on occasions, and
Does something happen?
Yeah, something happens. But he's a bit of a commitment phobe, so it's not going to go anywhere really. But she realises, I think, that she's being ignored mostly. But it's just done. I mean, it sounds like a story old as time. I know. But it's just, the writing is beautiful, and the characters, you don't dislike Tim. Tim is a good man. He's trying to do the best for his boss and for the people...
Oh, God.
Yeah, and for the people he is trying to support.
The flock.
Absolutely.
See, I know all the lingo, me.
You do. And why is that? Because you chapter 8.
I do. I ask all sorts. I can tell you that Tim's not a Methodist minister.
No. I think it might be Catholic.
Right.
And I think the title of the book, Ordinary Time, and Keith, if you are listening, you can perhaps talk to you about it if I've got this right or if I've got this wrong. I know he's Methodist as well. Ordinary Time is a bit of the church calendar after Lent, before Advent, where there isn't any
just ordinary
big
stuff.
Celebrations. It's just
nothing happening. Ordinary time.
Stuff. Yeah, ordinary time, and that's exactly it. I'm not going to say any more about it now because it's got more depth than I've given it.
Yeah.
The characters have got more going for them than I can give them credit for. I loved it, and every single character you will like. There's some things shouldn't have happened but did happen. That's fine. It's okay.
Have you ever read anything else by Cathy?
No.
Okay. And she's been around for years.
Has she?
Yeah, she's written a few bits, a couple of memoirs.
Okay.
But she does a lot of interviewing of authors at panels.
Right, okay.
And I think she did a lot of sort of journalism, so she's been in the book trade.
Right.
For years. And yeah, just one of those people who just can write really well.
Yeah. Well, she's written 4 non-fiction and 1 other fiction. But I think it says it all when Patrick Gale's on the back saying, I devoured it, immensely satisfying.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
That was Ordinary Time.
Yes.
By Cathy Rentzenbrink. Where could people buy that from?
They should buy it from bertsbooks.co.uk.
That is everything for this week.
Thank goodness. I need to lie down.
Do you want to take this book with you?
No, I don't think I do.
Keep you awake. No, I don't know. I feel like it was good.
Yeah.
But it could have been so much.
Yes.
You could have had hot sex and a really good storyline as well. And it just didn't quite deliver.
But like you say, it's her first one. Maybe
they changed.
When it comes to the very last one, I think comes out in September, that will be
and so this
perfect.
is, and I think as well. I haven't read the others.
No,
but it's not a series as such as it is a universe.
Right.
So Ilya Rostorov, who is the main character in Heated Rivalry, does feature in this book. And there are probably other characters in this book that are then the main characters of subsequent ones in the later in the series. So there is a sort of part of me that goes, well, I want to to read the next one because I want to then see this person's story. But I can't see how it's going to end up being very different.
Yeah.
Because it's all set in the NHL, which is an incredibly homophobic arena.
Yeah.
And so, like, Scott is... Well, he says there's no openly gay hockey players. So is every story just going to be...
Yeah.
Oh, I've got with you, and we can't tell anyone.
Yeah,
It's
closeted,
exactly. So I don't know. Anyway, I will find out more at book club because I know there are people who have read them all.
That'll be interesting.
We have talked about Game Changer. We've talked about Ordinary Time. Both similar in ways. Very different in many other ways.
Very, very. Poles apart.
And we have, of course, listened to the charts. And I think it's possible that with no event this week, no book club having been on this week, we could see a few surprises on the pillar. I know that Barbecue at Number 9's been doing very well.
Yes.
Quite often the first book of the day.
Yes.
So that's been doing very well. But also, the Mr. Men books have done well.
Yes.
So Bump in the Library.
Yeah.
And Mystery on the Opulent Express.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I'm buying my copies
there we
before
go.
I leave here.
So, looking forward to seeing what's on the pillar. Of course, everyone will have seen it already. But, as well, it's a new month. So, we'll be able to see what was the best-selling book across the whole of the month very soon. Don't forget to sign up to the Bert's Books newsletter. Because I'll be sending one of those out later this week. With all sorts of details about exciting books.
Lovely.
Including the new Richard Osman. Signed copies of those are available on the website as we speak. Whether they're still...
Follow on from Murder. They solve murders. We solve murders.
Yes, so follow on from that one. So it's not part of the Thursday Murder Club series, but I Change is as good as the rest. They say.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to that one. Do email. You can email us, Bert at bertsbooks.co.uk. You can send us a little card and some biscuits if you'd like.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Biscuits are not essential.
No.
We'd love a little card though, or a letter. So you can write to us at 54 Godwin Court, Swindon, SN14 BB for Bert's Books.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to... Oh, no, you do need to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yes.
Go to YouTube,
Yes.
because that's what we do now, or I do it. I will be doing my February roundup of books, which will include maybe another rant about Game Changer.
Here we go.
So I might say something extra. I might say exactly all I've just said. But there will be other books that we haven't yet talked about that we're talking about as well. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. That way you will never miss an episode. Say goodbye, Sally.
Oh, goodbye, Sally.
Should we have a Jaffa cake?
I think so.